Hello, my humans. Okay, I'm going to give the same disclaimer spiel that I've given to everything else. I'm not sponsored. I am wearing the same clothes. I'm not interested in putting on a facade of filming on different days when I didn't. And I'm not feeling 100%. So, on to that, I'm going to be doing a review of the app Noom. So let me bring that up on my phone. Got the Noom app here. It comes up like this. And let me go to a day that I've already finished so you can see your stuff. So I'm going to be talking about what Noom kind of goes about doing, what I like and what I don't like. So we're going to be moving into that. So we're going to start neutral, go good, go into bad, just because I think that's going to be more comprehensive. So Noom is a weight loss app. You've probably seen the ads for it where nothing's off limits. It tells you a quiz like, oh, I'm a part of the Clean Plate Club. I've been dealing with a food pusher. We've seen those ads and it lured me in. I was approaching being 10 pounds heavier than I'm comfortable and happy with being. And I was like, well, I keep on making these choices. I could use some help. So I decided to get Noom to give it a try. And just like with any other plan, program, anything else, if you lie to the app, it's not going to help you. You can absolutely not. You can lie about what the number said on the scale, or you can try to guess what was on the scale instead of actually weighing yourself. Or, I'm just not going to tell Noom that I ate this. You can do that, but it's not going to behoove you. Also, Noom heavily relies, part of its thing is, it relies on psychology to help change your eating habits for the better. And the way it does that is you are given daily lessons. It asks you to dedicate 5 minutes a day to either reading or listening to the Noom lessons. You get quizzed regularly for your knowledge on it. So let's go with this one. So it says today's course, and then you have the more things you read, you can unlock extra credit. And when you do the main Noom things, which are do the lessons, weigh in every day, and log all your meals, you get these things called Noom coins. And when you earn so many Noom coins, you get a treat day. Treat days are days where you don't have to deal with Noom. You don't have to weigh in if you don't want to. You don't have to track and put your food in. It's just, we'll see you tomorrow. So for instance, it says like extra credit Noom 204. You can read or listen to the lessons, and they're very short. So like I said, you get little quizzes and things, and you just go through, and it gives you these little things, and you just read through them. You click tell me more. Next, when you're done reading it, this is the one from yesterday, so I already did all that. And that's where the psychology comes in. It gives you the research that helps you reframe your mind. Noom's goal is to get you to eat mindfully, not to cut out foods out of your life permanently, or to say, I never can have this. And Noom also focuses on there aren't good or bad foods. There are green foods, yellow foods, and orange foods. So what that means is green foods are low calorie dense, which means you can eat more of it and there's fewer calories and they're more nutritious. Yellow foods are more calorie dense. They're slightly less nutritious, but you still get a pretty good helping of them. And then you get an orange category of food. So I'm going to clock into my food. You log your food, you click on it, and you get the things. You get a list of things and you just type it in. So you have breakfast, you put in whatever you ate for breakfast. And when you do this and you log in meals, it comes up with a search button when you click on it. So if I were to click on morning snack here, which I didn't eat yesterday, it gives you a search button and you can just start searching for food and it just puts in things. Specific apples, you can put in a brand, and it makes searching for stuff. And if you like go, oh, well, I really didn't have a cantaloupe chunk, like, I don't know what the calories are, you can go to other units and it gives you options. So it's whatever you need for that. Then at the end of the meal, you get given a weight loss zone. So based on the information you initially give the app, your lifestyle, how you think you normally eat, etc., it clocks it in here and tells you how many things you need to eat. And if you do exercise, it gives you half of those calories back. Because the goal is to lose weight, which means you need to take in fewer calories than you're burning. That's how you lose weight. If you maintain your weight, you don't lose weight, you just stay where you are. So it gives you a weight loss zone. And then you have green foods, yellow foods, and orange foods. Now, you're typically given way fewer calories for orange foods, and it fills up faster because they're more calorie dense. So you can have the pizza, and it doesn't yell at you. You know, if I go over this, if I were to eat something that was 200 calories and I had 108 left, it would just show me that. It would just show me on the scale. And then you have your yellow foods and your green foods. I don't feel well today, as I mentioned. I didn't feel well yesterday and just did not eat a lot. I also did not move a lot. Which means you can track your steps, you can track your water, and you do your weigh-in, and it gives you a little map, and you can say, oh, this is how I felt that day when I weighed in. And it lets you see it, and it gives you a weekly report to show you, hey, you ate more green foods, you ate more yellow foods, you ate more orange foods, or you ate fewer green, yellow, orange foods. It just tells you. It's not reprimanding you, it's just telling you so that you can be mindful of your eating habits. And when you track more progress, you can do blood glucose, blood pressure, you can find recipes, you log your weight, you can log exercise. And like if we click on log exercise, you just go through the list. And once you pick something, like we'll say spinning, that's something that I didn't do yesterday. You say how many miles you did it, if it was high intensity, low intensity, or medium intensity, and then it tells you how many calories you burned from that. So the app goes through all that. The good thing I like about it is that it lets you know what you're doing without being mean about it. You don't feel like you're getting punished, because Noom really wants you to understand that food should not be and is not a punishment or a reward. Because if something is a reward, then your dopamine gets worked into, then you crave that food more, and then you overeat at times of stress. If you see certain foods, like say salad, as a punishment, like, oh, I didn't do this workout, so I have to have a salad for dinner. If you see that as a punishment, instead of food is just food for Noom. There's calorie dense and low calorie dense. Food is just food. It's not a reward. And it encourages you to have treats that are non-food related. Because when you just start treating food as food, you make better choices. Just because you're not seeing cake as a reward for something. Or, you know what, I can celebrate and feel good without that extra wine, kind of a thing. And it does help neutralize that, and I do like that. And it has helped me overcome thinking, oh, I did this, so I'm allowed to have this food. You can have whatever food you want at any time. Just know that it's going to go into your calorie thing, and that's on you, right? You make sure that you're being held accountable for your choices, making it an internal locus of control as opposed to external, and you learn all those things as you go through the lessons. So now some of the things I don't like about Noom. One of the first things I don't like is some of the stuff is confusing. Like about 4 lessons back, it was saying how exercise is bad for weight loss, but now I'm doing a lesson where it's talking about working out being good for you. It seems a little contradictory at times. Also, it's not as personalized as the ads kind of make it seem. Because, you know, it's like, oh, the Clean Plate Club, the Food Pusher, blah, blah, blah. it does give a little bit of that, but I've never been a part of the clean plate club. When I'm full, I'm full. But I still had a whole lesson thing about the clean plate club, the storm eater. It seems like no matter what kind, it tells you what you are. Yes, you do get that, but it doesn't like tailor that specifically around that thing. It seems like everybody just gets these lessons in general to get that information in their head. Another thing I don't like about Noom, and I don't know if this was just a personal experience that I had, but based on the information I gave the app, it told me I should reach my goal in a little over a month. So you get a 2-week free trial period to see if you actually are going to commit to reading 5 to 10 minutes every day, do the weigh-ins, do all the stuff. And then you can pay for it. Well, I had used, there's different payment plans, and because mine was going to take about a month, I chose the month plan. But then when it happened, like the day that I was getting charged, it charged me for 12 months, which is cheaper, don't get me wrong. It's $70 a month if you pay per month, and it's only like $16 to $17 a month depending on what kind of sales are going on if you get the full year plan. So you have that going on. And it switched me to the full year plan, and I didn't choose that, so I had to like go through all the stuff and like, hey, I didn't choose this, can we get this fixed, all the things, and that was so annoying to me. And some of the stuff seems weird. For instance, like it tells you that people overestimate how much working out burns, and they overestimate how many calories they take in. Okay, but it tells you that like when you're on a workout machine, that it's lying to you about how many calories you burned on the machine. What? And sometimes when I said you log in the foods, you do, and it tells you how many calories are in that food. But there have been multiple occasions where I've put in a food, like a brand, like I had a muffin, and I can't remember what the brand was off the top of my head. But I put it into the search bar, and it came up as 450 calories on Noom, but on the packaging, you know, the FDA has to be approved packaging, it said that the muffin was 320. I'm like, I'm sorry, are you saying that most brands are just flat out lying about how many calories are in them, or are you overestimating calories to sway me a certain way? Like, I don't know. And like I said, it's happened with my meal replacement shakes, where it said, oh, it's 200 and something calories. And I'm like, well, my shake says it's only 190 calories. I don't know what to do there. And I disagree with some of the food categories. Like my meal replacement shake is a nutritional replacement shake. It has nutrition, it's low calorie, low sugar, no carbs, but it's still an orange food. I'm like, how is this a high calorie food? And also, I've had a lot of problems personally with my coach where I have sent messages to the coach, and it's taken them up to a week to actually respond to my question. And which led into my other thing was I had a ginger shot, which had juiced ginger root and juiced lemon. That's it. Those are the only ingredients. But it was categorized as an orange food. So I said, oh, is ginger root an orange food? And after several days, the coach responded with, no, ginger root's a green food, I mean. Is lemon an orange food? No, lemon's a green food. Then how is the ginger shot categorized as an orange food when the two ingredients are green foods? And that's happened with other things too, where I'm like, how, like tea can be in any of the categories, but I don't add anything to my tea, and it doesn't ask you if you add anything. If I have caffeine-free chai, it's somehow an orange food, but other black teas are green foods, even though I'm just drinking the tea leaves. Some of that stuff's befuddling and frustrating to me. And like I said, there are some contradictions that I'm not a fan of. My coach, like the coach actually getting to me and responding to me in a timely manner, is not satisfactory to me. And while I appreciate some of the parts of Noom, I don't think I would continue with it. So that's my hot take on Noom. Tell me what your experience with it is, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.